Hey guys, Block Squad 1000 here, and welcome back to some more of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In the last episode, we arrived here in Zora's domain after meeting Prince Sidon and going on quite the journey to make it here, because it's raining, so we couldn't climb over the mountains, so we had to go the long way. We're here now, and now we have an audience with a certain someone. We're gonna go meet him now. Lady Mipha, watch this! I, Segan, the aptly named Demon Sergeant, shall strike down the divine beast Vauruta. What you doing? You're Link! Finally, I can avenge Lady Mipha! It's been 100 years since you last showed your face here. Now I, Segan, will cut you down myself. What do you mean? Playing dumb, eh? Nice try, but you cannot fool me, Champion Link. You were unable to protect Lady Mipha from Calamity Ganon. It has been 100 years since we lost her. Poor Lady Mipha. How heartbreaking. I won't fail her again. There's no way we would ask for your help now after all this time and after all that has happened. So says I, Segan, the Demon Sergeant. Even if this body of mine is destroyed, I will drown Ruta in shock arrows myself, and in doing so, Lady Mipha's regrets shall be alleviated. If you understand anything of courage, then get out of my way at once. Alright. Fucking dickhead. How many spirit orbs do we have? I'm just gonna go check. We have 2. Alright, then. Now then, let's go and meet with the king. Hello, sir. He's a big boy. Ah, you must be the Hylian that Sidon brought here, correct? You did well to come all the way here. I am King Dorephan, ruler of the Zora. That object upon your waist. Is that not a Sheikah slate? Now that I have gotten a good look at you, it is all too clear who you are. You are the Hylian champion Link. Do not tell me you have forgotten me. The Hylian champion? You can't mean the Link, that champion. So that's where I've heard your name before. What a fateful coincidence that we should cross paths. I cannot believe it. The Hylian champion Link has appeared before us. We have met numerous times, I'll have you know. Ah, so many memories. My mind is overflowing with nostalgia, my friend. I had heard a terrible rumor that you had fallen in combat, but it appears you managed to survive. Extraordinary. I lost my memory. Come again? You say you have lost your memory? But surely you must remember my precious daughter, Mipha, yes? You do you not? Doesn't ring a bell. I cannot believe it. Have you truly forgotten my dear Mipha as well? You and Mipha were so close, yet you do not remember her. Young hero, please look upon the beauty of Zora's domain. Do you see that statue? Does gazing upon Mipha's immortalized form still not jog your memory? Well, perhaps your memory will return in time. I dearly hope so. Father, I do not believe discussing my sister is helping matters at the moment. Link seems confused. Oh? Yes, of course. But first, it was worth noting how remarkable it is that Sidon brought a champion here without realizing it. That is quite a feat, my boy. That is a good one. Link, I doubt not that you have endured a great many trials. Still, I must ask you to hear my plea. Now then, hero, I must inform you that Zora's domain is in danger of vanishing because of divine beast Vauruta. I shall do you the courtesy of speaking bluntly. We alone cannot capture this beast. Or stop this beast. I don't know why I said capture. Will you lend us your strength? What? King Dorephan, my liege, please do not speak so. To ask a Hylian for help? Why, the very thought of it curls my fins. Muzu, I expected more of you. How can you still protest? Muzu, it is rude to speak that way to your king and his guest. Link is here because I invited him. With such unprecedented rainfall, we have no choice but to rely on the aid of a trustworthy Hylian. Have we not already discussed this and arrived at that very conclusion? He is the key to saving Zora's domain. I have no doubt in my mind. Indeed, Link is a champion through and through. As things now stand, Zora's domain, nay, perhaps all of Hyrule, is doomed to be swallowed by the sea. This is bigger than all of us, my friend. Zora and Hylians alike must put aside our differences and band together. Have you forgotten already, my king? We cannot trust these lowly Hylians. Shut up, battery. I will charge you in a moment. 100 years ago, they abused the power of an ancient civilization and turned Hyrule into what it is today. And that is not the least of it. He's got some grudges, doesn't he? It is their fault that Lady Mipha was lost to us. Link. Divine Beast Vah Ruta has great power. It has the unique ability to create an endless supply of water. Of late, it has been mercilessly spouting water into the air. As a result, this area has been plagued by heavy rains. For us Zora, water and air are as one, so you would not think this would be quite so critical of a problem. Sadly, the rains have filled the eastern reservoir nearly to the point of flooding. If the reservoir bursts, as it soon will, I fear immense damage will befall not only Zora's domain, but also the area downstream from us. There, Hylian lives are in very grave danger. The Divine Beast is crying out once again. Ominous. Definitely ominous. The Divine Beast Vah Ruta. Your princess, Zelda, often studied the Divine Beasts. That is, in the time before the Great Calamity. According to her research, the orbs located on Ruta's shoulders are mechanisms that can control the water it generates. However, they require electricity to work. These orbs are clearly out of control now because there's no electricity coursing through to stop them. Segin, who is quite shock resistant for Zora, hit one with a shock arrow. Sure enough, it slowed the water a bit. Yeah, we did meet him. He was certainly not a very friendly person. Unfortunately, as an aquatic race, we Zora are terribly vulnerable to the power of electricity. Perhaps because we could not safely strike it with enough electricity at once, the water soon returned to its full force. That is why I went in search of a Hylian who could help us. Link, I am certain you have already figured this out, but we need you to use shock arrows to get those orbs working properly again. I will aid you in any way I can, of course. Please, hero, I beg of you, help me stop Ruta's rampage of destruction. What? Princess Zelda herself instructed you to board the Divine Beast and appease it from within? So then, Princess Zelda is still alive? Yes, in Hyrule Castle. I do not believe it. She was alive this whole time, just as you were. The events of 100 years ago cannot be altered, it is true. But if we can regain control of the Divine Beasts, they may yet prove useful in sealing Calamity Ganon once and for all. I did not know you had such grand ambitions, Link. Wondrous! Naturally, I shall help you too. Once it has stopped rampaging, you can easily climb inside it. Come, Link, let us appease Ruta together. I'm in! Let's do this! Thank you, Link. Truly, we are in your debt. Our goal is the same. That means our meeting was nothing short of destiny. Now then, allow me to offer you this gift as a show of faith. Zora armor. Custom armor painstakingly crafted by each generation Zora princess for her future husband. Wearing it will give you the ability to swim up waterfalls. However the fuck that works. So long as you wear this, you can ascend waterfalls just like a Zora. Please take good care of it. King Dorephan! Surely you do not really intend to give this outsider the Zora armor. Countless generations of Zora princesses have gifted that armor to the one they have sworn to marry. Princess Mipha made that one there with her own hands. It is far too important to entrust to a shady Hylian. Fucking Hylian. He may be a champion, but Mipha had no such relationship with him. So why should he receive such an honor? This is just too much, my liege. I do not understand it one bit. That Muzo is not easily swayed once his mind is set. You must understand, he was in charge of educating my dear daughter, Mipha. Naturally, she means a lot to him, just as she means the world to us. Ever since we lost her to the calamity, he has grown to despise Hylians. I hope you can forgive his rudeness. But what shall we do now? I tasked Muzo with finding the shock arrows we will need to appease Ruto. But now he has rushed off in a huff. Link, do not let his words concern you. I will work this out with Muzo. I shall return shortly. Alright, see you, Shark Bro. Sidon. I suppose that means you are going to tell him. Link, Muzo is most likely at the square down below. Would you mind going down there? I would like you to try to speak with him. Alright. Here we go. Let's go and speak with them. Try to work things out. Hello, Sidon. And Muzo, I guess. Hi! You came all the way here, but it was in vain. I have no desire to speak with you. Listen well, Muzo. There's something you need to know. He who stands here, the man called Link, is the one whom my sister, Mipha, had feelings for. I was only a child then, so I did not know it myself at the time, but it is so. I grew up hearing my father tell stories, some of which were about my sister's undying love for a Hylian named Link. What? No. You cannot fool me with such offensive a lie. Not this, Zora. How could Lady Mipha possibly have feelings for a Hylian like him? The facts are clear. He remembers nothing, even when he looks upon Princess Mipha's statue. It is the truth, Muzo. Though you never knew it, he was ever in Mipha's heart.
I was thinking, this reminds me of the time we first met. You were just a reckless child, always getting yourself hurt at every turn. Every time, I would heal you, just as I'm doing right now. I thought it was funny how, being a Hylian, you looked grown up so much faster than I did. I was always willing to heal your wounds, even back then. So if this Calamity Ganon does in fact return, what can we really do? We just don't seem to know much about what we'll be up against. But know this, that no matter how difficult this battle might get, if anyone ever tries to do you harm, then I will heal you. No matter when or how bad the wound, I hope you know that I will always protect you. Once this whole thing is over, maybe things can go back to how they used to be when we were young. You know, perhaps we could spend some time together.
What is the matter, Link? Are you unwell? Hmm? You are quivering like a hatchling. Whatever is the matter? Mipha, I remember. What? Do not mistake me for a fool, Hylian. There is no way you remembered her just now when it is most convenient. In any case, without any solid proof, I cannot possibly take you at your word. If you have any such proof, now is the time to show it. Do so, and I shall tell you how to get those shock arrows. Yes, as well as anything else you wish to know. Well, we did get one thing just from the king right now. We got the Zora armor. Let's show them. Muzo, look closely at the clothes Link is wearing. Hmm? You really think changing your clothes is going to make me... Eh? What in the... That is the Zora armor from before. Lady Mipha made that by hand, and yet it fits you perfectly. What is the meaning of this? Now you understand, do you not? Now you know who her heart belonged to, and who she made this special armor for. The fact that this armor fits Link perfectly should be proof enough that Mipha made it for him, and him alone. You have always disliked Hylians, even before the Great Calamity. That is why Mipha never told you. Now that you know, you must promise to help him save us all, Muzo. Please, tell us where we can find the shock arrows we need. Knowing you, I bet you've already figured it out. I never would have imagined she would make that special armor for one such as he. I do not approve of asking for help from a Hylian, but I suppose it is our only option at this point. I am a proud Zora. That means I must take responsibility for my unwarranted behavior towards you. As promised, I shall tell you where you can collect as many shock arrows as you will need. That tall mountain over yonder, it is called Ploymus Mountain, and there you will also find Shatterback Point. A terrifying creature has made its home up there. This awful beast shoots volley after volley of shock arrows. Even a single one could be fatal to a Zora. Aha! You must mean that Lionel! He is a man-beast, that one. Also, Jesus Christ, look at Sidon's eyes right there, they're terrifying. That beast does indeed wield shock arrows. That is certainly one way to collect them quickly. He is vicious, to be sure, but I am certain Link will rise to the challenge. In order to appease the divine beast, I estimate that you will need, at least 20 shock arrows. Do you think you can gather that many? That's gotta be nothing for us, because we're Link. Well, well. What do we have here? It seems you already have some shock arrows. Still, if you need any more, you can always go to the Ploymus Mountain to restock. Link, I'll be waiting for you at the East Reservoir Lake, right by the Divine Beast. When you are ready, come join me there. I'm on it. Wonderful! Together we shall stop that Divine Beast's onslaught. Alright, we have our mission set out to us. While we're going up towards Ploymus Mountain, I would like to take a few minutes to speak about Mipha. So, she's the last champion that we have learned about, because obviously this is the last Divine Beast we're taking care of. But, yeah, so, obviously she has feelings for Link. Or she had feelings, but she's dead now. He's still going on with this shit? Jesus Christ. You know what, I'm gonna take that shock arrow. Hey! I'm in the middle of my shock arrow training. I must learn to withstand them. Did I not just tell you that? To commit such violence with the great Segen standing right before you. In that case, you take the responsibility of appeasing the divine beast Varuta. Well, I'm already doing that, so, don't know what you hope to achieve. Anyways, so Mipha. I think that she's a pretty interesting character because, well, the fact, like, when I first played this game and I realized that she actually had feelings for Link, I was like, I don't know, it made her a much more interesting character because obviously from the trailers I didn't know anything about her. But it definitely did make me a lot more interested in learning about her, and I don't know, I just think that it adds a very interesting emotional connection between her and Link, because they've known each other since they were kids. That's kind of what sets them. I mean, also, I don't know. It's an interesting relationship because, like, take Rivali for example. Link and Rivali didn't know each other at all before all of this. But then you look at Link and Mipha, and they've known each other since they were kids, and she also has romantic feelings for him. So that's very interesting. And yeah, this whole arc, I don't know. I just find that it has the best emotional connection with the characters because I don't know, just learning that Mipha had feelings for Link kind of makes this whole part of the game much more interesting. I don't know. Anyways, here we go. We're gonna swim up a waterfall. I have no clue how this works, but it's awesome. It is one of the greatest things in the game, in my opinion. The fact that you can swim up waterfalls. It just adds so much more variety to the exploration. You can just climb up any waterfall in the game. Or swim up them, I guess, is not climbing them. There's Varuta right there. Wow, it's a big gush of water right there. But yeah, Mipha is definitely an interesting character, and I'm kind of glad that she turned out to be a much more interesting character than she seemed in the trailers. I don't know. I definitely, personally, kind of ship her and Link together. I know that a lot of people prefer to ship Link and Zelda, but I don't know. I just really like me. Oh my fucking god, that terrified me, that blood moon. But I guess we'll wait for that to happen. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a blood moon happen that soon, because we just recently did a shrine that required us to wait for the blood moon, but yeah. Fascinating. Certainly is pretty terrifying. Oh my god. This atmosphere with all the rain and everything combined with the blood moon. That's I've never seen anything like that before. That was a very interesting time for that to happen. Okay then. Let's move on. I'm gonna take out the Master Sword because we're gonna need it. So you see all these shock arrows here, of course. Why don't we see how many we have, first of all? We have 28, so we don't need to actually get any more. But I'm gonna do this anyway, because why the hell not? This will be a lot of fun. We're finally gonna fight a Lionel. I've been waiting for this moment. But what I was saying before is that, yeah, I do ship Link and Mipha more than I ship Link and Zelda. I don't know. I just think that even if Link doesn't necessarily have the same feelings for her that she has for him, I do think that I don't know, they're very cute together, and it's nice that she cares so much for him. I don't know. I just think that they belong together. Anyways, coming up here. Yep. There is a Lionel, and we're finally about to fight one after all this time. It is it's a red Lionel, so this is probably the easiest one we could possibly fight. In fact, it's probably not going to last that long in the first place. But yeah, Lionels are essentially the toughest type of enemy in the game. But yeah, since this is simply a red one, this is definitely going to be a pretty easy fight. The best way to fight them is just by parrying them, of course. But the most fun thing you can do is shoot them in the head, and then they'll get stunned, and you can mount them and just stab them a bunch of times. It's really cool. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that's the only type of enemy you can do that with. These guys are really fun to fight. I'm just gonna say that outright. Lionels have always been enemies in the 2D games. This is their first time appearing in a 3D Zelda game, and they definitely translated them into 3D so well because they're so much fun to fight. And I'm really sad that this fight is already over. But soon we'll fight stronger Lionels, so don't worry about that. Pick up all these. I know that I kind of wish that we didn't wait that long to fight a Lionel, because I've been anxiously awaiting the chance to actually fight one. But I did kind of want to save our first fight for this, because in my first playthrough of the game, this was the first time I fought a Lionel, and it made the whole experience, because I had never actually seen a Lionel at all prior to this, so seeing it for the first time was genuinely terrifying, and I wanted to recapture that feeling again. So we're going to pick up all of this stuff as well. I'm going to get rid of... Yeah, let's get rid of the Frostblade. Pick up the Lionel Sword. And you know what? Screw the Lionel shield. I don't really need one. So yeah, that's all that we need really. We have 50 shock arrows now. So that's more than enough. The alternative, and this is something that a lot of people prefer to do, especially if they have no clue how to fight a Lionel, which, trust me, a lot of players do not know how to fight Lionels the first time. You can just stealth it, and you can go around and grab all these shock arrows that are lying around without even having to fight the Lionel. And that is the coolest thing. The fact that they gave you that option is so cool. You can just completely skip the Lionel and just get all the shock arrows an alternative way. Or you could just go out and buy some if you don't want to fight it at all. Or do the stealth at all. I don't know, there's so many options in this game. It's just, I'm never going to get enough of it. But now, this, my friends, is quite possibly the coolest thing in this entire part of the game. Like, I've mentioned before how much I love Zora's Domain. This is my favorite part of Zora's Domain right here. Jump at your own risk. Well, I'm a daredevil, baby. You can just fucking dive from all the way up there. And it's so much fun. There are times when I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna just go and do that. Like, I just go all the way up to Plymouth Mountain and just jump off of Shatterback Point just for that. And it's called Shatterback Point because in real life, if you jumped off of that, you would literally shatter your back because there is no way you could take the force of that jump without breaking your back. So, in this game you can do stuff that you can't do in real life, of course. I mean, that's what you can do in any video game, but in this game, being able to do stuff like that is a lot of fun because it's something you just cannot do, period, in real life. Okay. Over here. This is the East Reservoir Lake. I'm going to... Yes, there's a chest right here. And also, there's these very unique-looking pots. It's the only type of them in the game. A Knight Shield. Yeah, you know what? I'll just leave this here. But this is basically the dam that's holding all the water in here. But there's a stairwell that just goes right down to Zora's Domain. It's a pretty cool way of connecting them together. According to the lore of this game, this dam was constructed as like a partnership between Hyrule and Zora's Domain, because they wanted to prevent any flooding from happening. So it's kind of cool. They teamed up and built this. But anyways, hello, Mr. Sidon. Good to see you, pal. Glad to see you're ready to go, Link. You and that damn smile. Are you ready for this? Do you have your Zora armor and enough shock arrows? I'm ready. I'm ready. Wonderful! You never cease to amaze, Link. Now then, let us go and appease that divine beast as one. Here we go. You always gotta do those stylish jumps like that. Gaze now upon the divine beast's back. I see a lot of water and machine parts. Do you see those glowing pink orbs? You will need to shoot each one of them with a shock arrow. With your Zora armor, you now have the ability to ascend waterfalls. So I shall take you right up to the side of the divine beast, and from there you can swim up and take aim. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Now hurry up and get on my back. Hurry up and get on my back, damn it! Get your clothes off. I'm ready. Good answer. Let's get going. Okay, here we go. Ha! I am unstoppable in the water. This music is so good. Ruta is responding to your presence. I'll move away and wait for an opening before we approach. I'll keep going at full speed. It's up to you to ward off Ruta's attacks. Are you ready? Divine Beast Varuta will undoubtedly use its ancient and mysterious powers against us. That includes hurling giant ice blocks that we will need to watch out for. I don't know what he said at the end there. Anyways, this music is so good, and this boss fight is so awesome. This boss fight, I'm not gonna lie, is just one of the best in the entire series. It's not even really technically a boss fight, but it's so much fun. So you get to swim up to the waterfall there, and then you get to pull out your shock arrows. And you shoot that, and then just, oh God, everything about this fight is so awesome. I wish that all of the Divine Beast fights could have been this cool, but this one is just, and it's especially so because I play this one first. So experiencing this one before the rest of them, I don't know, it made the other ones feel more disappointing by comparison, but yeah, this fight is so good. A lot of people don't know that you can use cryonis to break those blocks, but when I first played the game, I kind of discovered that immediately, and I'm surprised just how many people have no clue that you can do that. Because I've watched a lot of Let's Plays of this game, and in almost every single one, they just have no clue that you can actually do that, and it honestly surprises me. So now they're going to be spike blocks, and now they're in the water, so they're going to start chasing you. So we're going to have to be a bit more careful. Alternatively, you could just use arrows, but it's a lot harder because you can't really aim quite as well, but it works, so you can do that if you want. So now, I think we already took care of that one. Or no, did we? Okay, let's get that one. And only one more. And yeah, this isn't a hard fight at all, but it's not really meant to be. It's just the spectacle of it is so much fun. I don't know. I always get so hyped whenever I fight this one. I'm always very excited to do it in every single one of my playthroughs. Okay, we're gonna just break that. It's kind of a more fun way to do it is have them collide with one of your cryonis blocks. Ah, that didn't work. Okay. Oh, hey there. Don't mind me. Sweet. Oh, jeez. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Obviously, if you get hit by one, then it just respawns. You have to actually break them all yourself. Alright, let's get the last one. Shock arrows ready? Yes, they are. So, which one do we have to get? Okay, I think it's this one. No, it is not. Okay. Let's go over here then. Aha! Modern problems require modern solutions. Okay, we did it! Wow, that was astounding! An absolute thrill. Glad you enjoyed this show. But, yeah. I mean, I certainly enjoyed that, so I don't blame you. And now the rain stops, so... Link, look! The water sprouting from Ruta has slowed down. Ruta's floating higher now. You wanted to venture inside it, right? I'll bring you closer. We're counting on you, hero. Do good work in there.
Well, Link, here we are. Looks like this is where the real work starts. Best of luck. Nice job cutting off the water flow from this divine beast. Show the enemy no fear. I'll see you back at Zora's domain. Farewell.
Godspeed, you magnificent bastard. I love you, man. You're like the Solaire of this game. You're just that one character who's just super optimistic and lovable. Okay.
Finish the job.
I will. Don't you worry. We've done this 3 times already. One more shouldn't be a problem. Travel gate registered to map.
You're here.
Hi, honey, I'm home.
I must say that I am so happy to see that this day has finally arrived.
As am I.
Now, Ruta can be freed of Ganon's control. You'll need a map to prevent you from getting lost. guidance stone there contains the information that you will need.
Okay. Well, we're going to save this for next time. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Next time, we are going to go and free the Divine Beast from Ganon's control, and then, I don't know, reunite with Link's waifu or whatever. See you guys later. Bye.